All right, welcome into PrizePicks on 5 here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Most importantly, make sure you remember the code 5. It's FIVE. Get your initial deposit matched up to $100. This is the official fantasy sponsor of the 5 Reasons Sports Network. You don't need to play it all at once. You don't need to play just NBA either. You can play NFL when it's going on, but also NHL, MLB, MMA, and all of the rest. I'm Ethan Skolnick. As I said, I've got David Eversole with me. You can follow him at David W. Eversole. We're going to go through Heat Hawks to start tonight. And I guess I'll jump in here from the very beginning. I'm expecting more of a Kyle Lowry game tonight. He's played well in the first 2 games. They haven't needed a lot of offense from him. It changes on the road. You're not getting 45 from Jimmy Butler again. I think you're going to get an all-around floor game from Kyle Lowry. He has been really good over the past 2 or 3 postseasons on the road. He wasn't early in his career, but he has been lately. He will calm them down tonight. 24.5. Seems like a pretty low number to me. I mean, I think you're looking at 8 or 9 assists. I think, he gets you 15 points tonight. You're already kind of there with a rebound or 2. So I'm going to go with Kyle Lowry tonight over. And on the Hawks side, we kind of picked, as we said, the best available white shooter last time. And I nailed Bogdanovic. I'm going to go away from Bogdanovic tonight and go back to Gallinari. 12.5 points. His numbers come down since game 2 because he had a big game 1. He's tended to be a player who plays better at home over the course of his career, and you can see he's gone over that 4 of the last 5. So I'll go over on Gallinari points. David?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty even game, at least to start with. Atlanta's going to be fired up, I think, in front of the home crowd. So Trae Young was a little bit better in the last game. I think he's going to build on that performance. And with his volume, I like him over 2.5 threes. I think that's a pretty friendly number for him, just given the volume. He takes 9, 10. He's only 2 for 17 from deep in the series, so I think he's going to get on track a little bit more at home. So I like him over 2.5 threes tonight, and I'm going to pair that with Tyler Hero over 2. He hasn't had the volume of shots, and obviously we know his scoring has been down. He's only taking 11 shots per game in the series. He's usually around 16, 17 shots. So I think the second unit is going to be important. It's going to be a competitive game with Atlanta at home. We're probably going to get their best shot because if they're going to win a game, I think likely in this series, if it's not a sweep, it's going to be a 5-game series. So I think we're going to get Atlanta's best game tonight. So I think we're going to need a little bit more out of Hero. So I like him over 2 threes tonight as well.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think we're going to get more of it. And plus, Tyler's been waiting to play in a road playoff game. He hasn't really been in front of a crowd. Last year, Milwaukee was half a crowd. The bubble, there was no crowd. I would expect more from him tonight. My one pick kind of off the board tonight, I kind of liked CJ McCollum over the 24.5 points, but I'm actually going to go to the game on the other side and play Ayton over 19.5. I just feel like they're going to have to play more inside without Devin Booker. He has an advantage in there. He needs to exploit it. He's playing for a contract extension. Like without Devin, DeAndre Ayton needs to play big. He's a former number 1 overall pick. I think Chris Paul will spam the pick and roll with him tonight. And I think Ayton gets over 19.5.
Yeah, I like that pick as well. And somebody who I was looking at from the East was going to be Seth Curry tonight versus Boston. He's only at 11.5 points. He's been a little bit better lately. And over the season, he averaged 18 points a game against Boston. So I like him at 11.5 points. That was my one pick outside of the Heat Hawks tonight.
All right, so check it out. Curry over, Gallinari over on points, Trae over on threes, Hero over on threes, and I also like Kyle Lowry over on points, rebounds, and assists. Make sure you're using the code 5, FIVE. Have a good night.